Hey everybody, this is vlog 21. It's been an interesting almost 2 weeks. I can't remember. When was the last time I checked in? Let's see here. 1 week ago. So it's been about a week. Maybe not exactly 7 days, but it's been about a week. And during that week, my parents were out of town. They're on their annual motorcycle trip, which they which is very fun for them. But it started out as not being so fun. Um, a day or two before they left, we got word that my grandfather, or my mother's father, had fallen, and he was on Coumadin, and Coumadin is a blood thinner, and he fell and hit his head on a countertop, which gave him a subdural hematoma, which is, in layman's terms, is basically a massive blood or a massive bruise on the brain, or blood collected. And eventually what that does is that puts pressure on the brain, and yeah, we all know what happens when you put too much pressure on the brain. So he passed away on, I believe, last Thursday, or it could have been Wednesday. I'm horrible with dates. But anyway, my parents, they still took their trip, but they made a detour back to my parents' hometown to deal with that. That's not something that I can even begin to deal with in terms of traveling. Actual funeral stuff. I don't think I could really take that either. One being they're very Catholic, and I'm an atheist, so I roll my eyes at some of the most simple sermons and masses, much less something that's held in honor of a family member. It wasn't like me and my grandfather were distant with each other. It was more they lived so far away, or I lived so far away. No one ever came to visit, or vice versa. So it's a sad thing that happened, but for the past few years, I'm gonna probably say probably for the past 5 years or more, my grandfather has been in pain one way or another, such as he couldn't even sit down in a chair and get comfortable. So even a really comfy chair. So he doesn't have that pain anymore, so that's good. But other than that, not this past Monday, but the Monday before, I went out to the cellar, saw some friends, had a couple drinks. Then last Thursday, so a week from today, I went out with my neighbor, who's a big gearhead and movie nerd like myself, movie geek, which I've stated in previous vlogs. We went and had dinner, and then my parents came home on Saturday, last Saturday, and so this past week has been kind of up and down. On last Friday, so almost a week from today, I had gotten vaccinated for both flu and pneumonia. You know, one in each arm, and I kind of screwed with my system a bit, and I got just a tick, just a little bit sick. At least sick enough to the point to disrupt my normal functioning. And instead of cleaning the house on Wednesday this week, I cleaned it today because I was feeling much better today. In other happy news, tomorrow is my dad's birthday. I don't know how old he'll be. Actually, if I thought about it hard enough, I'm pretty sure I could figure it out. But, you guys figure it out. He was born in 1954. So that's cool. And then, see, today me and my mom and dad went and voted for the presidential election and for all the other things that were up for election in North Carolina. Man, I'll tell you one thing. Man, I hate those people who stand that you have. There's always just like this one walkway you have to walk past, or not even past, but through. It's like a gauntlet. You have to like run through this gauntlet of people screaming political slogans at you, and that's just. I understand you're trying to campaign, and I know they you can't campaign within like 100 feet of a building or something. I don't know. But still, I mean, I think that's just wrong. I think the polling place should be, it should be, and I've lost the word I'm trying to think. It should be noted where it's at. And then the people who want you to vote for whoever can't go past that point. Not some 100 feet from the building where you vote. No. They can't come anywhere close to where you're going to vote. But that's just me. But I voted, as I always do, ever since I was given the ability, because it's one of the things that I believe that makes this country great. It's the fact that we actually get to vote on things, even though sometimes it may seem that our own voting seems to a little late. Excuse me. Voting seems to be almost makes it feel like it doesn't count. But it does, sort of. don't get me started on the Electoral College and how much bullshit that the Electoral College is. That thing shouldn't exist anymore. Yeah, it worked great back before the Louisiana Purchase, but after that, I mean, it's just wrong. It's just terribly wrong. Too many states hold too many electoral votes, so it's not a fair system anymore. But no one's got the balls enough to stand up there and actually say it and have people behind them and support it. Support, say, repealing the Electoral College. So, and of course, with my dad's birthday tomorrow, my birthday comes up on the 11th. I will be 30 years old. 3 decades. It's crazy. Especially when thinking that a large chunk of that was spent under some form of duress, due to mental or environmental stimuli. But here I am today, a little tired tonight. I just, like I said, the vaccinations kind of got me, and then I cleaned the house today, so I'm a little weary. So right after this is over, I'm hitting the sack. But yeah. I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, just, I mean, I know a lot of this was kind of political, so I guess I'll end it on a political note. Go out and vote, damn it. It's one of the greatest gifts that you have ever received for being an American. Is the ability to vote. Even if you don't like some of the people, you can vote. And there's not many other places on this planet where you can do that. So exercise your right to vote, please. And on that note, since everything's being so political, I shall salute and bid you all adieu. Have a good night.